Hi everyone, Dan Thompson here. This is for people that want a little extra direction and a video that you can pause and move forward as it works for you, and setting up your flex time scheduler for flex times that will begin next week. To do this, I'm on the intranet page of Pioneer Ridge. There's a link on the left hand side that says Flex Time Scheduler. Go ahead and push that link. When you push that link, it might ask for an authentication code. Again, that's your username and your password. No at ISD112 or no at district112.org in your username. Just your username and the password that you use to log in to the school's computer. Again, when you get here, it should pop up to this page. If it does not, it might pop up to a student view. In the upper right hand corner, there will be Go to Staff View, which will take you to this landing page. From this landing page, you want to make sure that this says PRM. If you are in multiple buildings, you'll have access to the different buildings' flex time schedules. You want to make sure you're on PRM. Currently, right now, I'm using Scott Gazvoda's. And you can see here, if I select this next down arrow, he's a part of the Explorers 8 team. And we have flex time and before and after school. These are the schedule sets that he has access to. For this purpose, you want to make sure that you're on flex time. Next week, we'll have our team flex on Wednesday, and then we'll have 3 flex times on Thursday. So the expectation from administration is, again, that you have your flex times in and set by Monday morning at 7 a.m. So again, hopefully, I know that next week we have Labor Day, but we're going to stay consistent that Monday at 7 a.m. kids can start signing up for their flex time offerings. So hopefully you can get them in before you leave school this week. So to do that, either if you have an offering that you've already had, maybe from previous years, or you can change it by pushing this edit button, or if you want to just create a new one, if you don't have it in there, you click this button here to create new offering. When creating an offering, in the title, it's really important that we've agreed on as a staff that you're going to put your your last name first in the title so that kids can find you. So Scott's going to create an offering here. He's going to have free gym time with the kids there. So he's putting Gaz free gym time. Again, as a reminder, the expectation from administration is that you kind of balance your ratios, that you have a 2-to-1 ratio of 2 academic offerings to 1 enrichment opportunity. Want to make sure we have a balance there. Also, another admin expectation is your capacity over here. The minimum capacity that you would have is your advisory number. Again, if you have more room, like maybe in the gym, maybe Mr. Gazvoda's open to taking up to 50 kids, or maybe it's 40, so you can change the capacity there. We want to leave these still there. We want staff to be able to see it, and we want students to be able to see it. The description is up to you. You can write what you're doing in that class, add a little more information for the learners as they're signing up, and then the location is important. Please put the learning space that you'll be in for this flex time. Lastly, before you create offering, please make sure that you select the category. Is this an academic offering, an enrichment, or an intervention opportunity? Unless you're working with iTeam, it's going to be one of these two, academic or enrichment. So Mr. Gazvoda, this offering, I would classify that under enrichment. And go ahead and push create offering. At this point, you're not done. The one other thing you have to do after you create the offering, you have to go into edit. And from here, you have to select when you are going to offer that session. So Mr. Gazvoda is going to offer this during all 3 flex times. He can check all 3 flex times there. If it's just one of them, he just selects one. Over here, the sign-up comments, for now, if this is your first time, just go ahead and select no sign-up comments. As you do this, and after you get comfortable with it, we can talk about exploring that more. So after you're done with this, your page should look close to here, show to students, show to all staff. You don't need to select these or do anything else there. You've selected when you want to offer these. Go ahead and push update. At that point, you are ready to go. To check to see who's signing up, you can always go to Manage Roster. Notice that flexible time offers for Wednesday says Mr. Gazvoda does not have anything offered for Team Flex. Again, that's probably a team decision. You need to talk to your team what you're going to do with that time. But go ahead and click this down arrow, and you can go to the 8th. And here at the 8th, Thursday, September 8th, you can see Mr. Gazvoda has nothing for Flex 1, but for Flex 2, he has 0 people signed up so far. His capacity is at 40. It's going to be in the gym. Same thing with Flex 3. From this point, if he wants to add students, he could add students to that class by clicking here. If he wants to start adding kids, and remember, you have the ability to lock kids in as you add them. If you add Julia here, again, we added Julia. Now we can decide, do we want Julia to be able to edit this? Is this kind of a suggestion that she comes to free gym time? Or do we want to lock her in? You can push all students no edit and it changes everyone in your list. Or you can pick individual kids to lock them in. Okay. That's all for Flex Time Scheduler. Again, if you need help, I'm happy to help. You can email Dan Thompson. I will walk you through. I'll find you and help you get this set up before you leave for your Labor Day weekend. Again, hopefully this is helpful for you. Thanks.